If you want to invite more staff, you can just go to settings, and in settings you can add company card, and the default card is the one that's going to be used for charging you for services. You can ignore this section. This is not applicable anymore. And over here, you should have selected immediate payment, which is what we're offering right now. So you pay after you use the product. You get charged after you use the product. Over here is where you can invite people from your company to use the platform for no additional cost. You just need to know that their account is going to be linked to your account, and whatever they send for translation is going to get charged to the default company card unless they add their own card. For creating a project, just go back to projects and jobs, and you just click on create a project. Over here, you can choose between translate using AI or translate using professional humans. The AI translation is 2 cents per word. It doesn't matter the language. So basically, all you need to do is upload the file. So let's say that I want to translate this ebook. That's a couple of pages. You select the original language. It should show up here. So English, and the target language, Spanish. And you just click on translate. So basically, you just click on translate. It's gonna reload inside of the project. So this is your AI translation. And if you go to files, okay, once that you see the completed label and it says complete up here, the translated file is gonna show up down here. So you can see that it's translated into Spanish, and you can download it by just clicking on it. Okay, and it should be fully translated. For a human translation, you can just create a project and translate using humans, and it's going to ask you for vital information that we need in order to fulfill that requirement. So you can just put any name like, okay, once that you created a name and description, you can choose the service that you need. We can help you with all of this range. Like if you have company videos and you want to add subtitles, or you want to add a voiceover on top of the video, we can do that. In this case, I'm just going to say that it's an employee manual. So I'm going to select translation. I'm going to select the original language, which is English, United States. You can select a specialization here. It can be human resources or food and drinks, or depending on what you feel is best. And the second step is going to ask you for the target language, which can be Spanish. I think in your case, it's mostly going to be Spanish. You can select a specific country, or you can select Latin America, or I think you can also select USA. And then in a specific service, you can select if you want a translation by professional humans. So this option right here, uh, you don't have to use this option anymore because it was before we implemented the AI translation that I showed you. So you can ignore this option. The rest of the selections are just like the estimated uh, beginning time. If you want the project to start, you can also say like, oh, this is flexible. The expected time and date when you want the project to be finished, or you can also say like, I'm also flexible on this. Give me a proposal. Um, this is just in case that you need someone going to your offices in person, so you can just leave this blank if that's not a requirement. Um, Job is urgent, yes or no. Work volume. For the work volume, you can go into the document. Let me see if I can show you real quick. You can see down here that it's the quantity of words, right? So you can use this to get a more precise pricing. So you can enter the number of words, for instance, or you can also just say, oh, it's 33 pages. That's also allowed. This is optional in case that you want the document back in Word document or PDF, for instance. So you say, oh, I want it back in PDF. So you can just select PDF from the list. And if you have any special instructions, you can also add that here. For instance, yeah, I translated this using AI, and I just need a professional to review and fix any um, mistakes from the AI that you find, for instance. So you can do that as well. Um, and finally, you upload the work file. So you can just upload the file again, the Spanish file. You can see here how the AI translated everything into Spanish. There you go. If you guys have any reference files, can it be a style guide that you guys use in your company in marketing or when creating SOPs or something like that, you can add that here. And once that you launch the project, it's going to take you to the project, but it's also going to land on my project manager's inbox. And this just means that you're going to get an estimate. It doesn't mean that you are already committed to buy this translation. So they're going to update this field here, okay? And they're going to tell you how much it's going to cost. You can chat with my project managers here. So you can actually say like, hey, I have a question about this price quote, for instance. And you can just send it. Um, and that's pretty much it. This section over here, a feature that was not popular, so we're removing it. It no longer has any use, just so you know. In the payment section, you can check everything related to pending payments from past projects. Um, you can see here all the fake transactions that we have in this dummy account. And that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help.